So we're just rocked up at this place and it is crazy. So it's the ranch and the kind of play area and summer place. So obviously we have the big grass area over there with the RedBull tent on, all the cars around there, all of the little guest houses and stuff like that down there too. Absolutely mind-boggling, this place. It's kind of what everyone kind of dreams to have. Enormous summer house down the other end that I'll do some shots of later as well. It's just astronomical. I think we're all kind of blown away by it. But oh man, it's going to be a very special evening. I'm also getting proper truck envy as well. All of these amazing patrols, pickups, just been past this amazing Toyota Land Cruiser. I've never seen anything like it before, with a special Q8 body kit on it as well. So, oh, and then we get a nice little rental Toyota Corolla. Yeah, don't forget the little guys. Got the important fridge in the corner. Yeah, little RedBull fridge. We're getting each other's vlogs whilst vlogging your vlogs.
I'm not vlogging. I'm on.
Oh no! He's outbeating me. I'm well outgunned.
Up you go. It's not dirty yet.
It's not dirty after 4 pumps.
Just a little bit of Morris lubricants for the win. Nicely done. Next problem we've got is that the bulkhead is split. Look, bulkhead is cracked. See that there? Press the pedal and hold it down. See that? Wow. Okay. Up. Bulkhead's cracked on the clutch.
Brett, dip the clutch.
Yeah. So you know those crazy 4x4s that go up the sand dunes like they're nothing? Oh yeah. This is what we're talking about. So this is Swap Oman. It seems to be the saviours for all of the OIDC drifters whenever they have a problem. It was Clint last year, he's been there this morning, and now it's a few of the other guys. I think the Malaysian guys are in here now, so yeah, we'll have a look around. So that was nice and easy, 5 minutes at swap. It already got us some belts, one slightly shorter, one slightly longer, so we've definitely got some options, but now we've got 2 spares, so that makes me happy. So I'm gonna go and celebrate with a Kit Kat. So, with the Goodrich quick connect, we can do this without having to bleed it. So we should be able to test fit. There we go. And then twiddle. Okay. And that's that. So I've been back from the little industrial area now for a while. This is day 2 working on the LS Z with the other boys. So what Brett and I have just been working on is reinforcing the master cylinder, which you've probably just seen with some of the footage. But yeah, now we managed to rebolt this up. It's got 2 additional 3mm supports for some flat metal in there, and when Brett was pushing on that, there's absolutely zero flex in it now, so we've got faith in that, and that won't crack again. So the Dutch boys are now off to go and check into their second hotel, and whilst they're doing that, I'm going to have a little bit of a go at sorting out the length of some of the arms on the Wise Fab, so when they come back we can then have another chat about how we're going to get some more grip out of this thing. But yeah, another hot day in this fantastic country. Yeah, drinking plenty of water. I'm gonna have a little sit down for a bit and then we'll get stuck in again. Oh, I was hoping you weren't going to notice that until round 2. You just said, I got it, so then every picture your face is in what I'm into. At least it looks cool though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's cute, it's cute.
That's me.
Yeah.
Team game, right? We represent each other.
And I know for sure if there is a picture of it, I'm in the picture as well.
It is the first day of round 2. It was a pretty hectic morning, one thing or another. It's now the end of practice. We've been out for 2 hours, so it's a total of 5 laps on the new Zenyu tyres. Taking a bit of getting used to with the adjustments we made to the car. Got the tow back to where we had it before and so on, but I think we're making some progress now. We had Taz up in the stands doing some videos for me, and I think we're making a good bit of progress. Even tried a bit more of an early entry on that last lap and actually came inside the track, you know, so we're actually starting to get a good bit of grip now, where before I could tell you we'd have washed well wide. The track is definitely starting to grip up a bit now. That first lap was just like glass. I couldn't believe it, even with an hour's worth of drivers going over it first. So it's definitely a learning experience. The car has been absolutely doing a dream job as always. I think we may have even nearly got a wall rub as well on one of the zones, so looking forward to seeing the 360 footage for that. But yeah, now it's time to chill out, regroup, and then get a fresh set of these Zenyus on for qualification this afternoon. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back in the show again tomorrow to really do it. So let's see how we get on.
Ian Biz Phillips from the UK on the line now. The business. Magnussen supercharged Chevrolet V8 underneath the bonnet of this Nissan 350Z. Full throttle into outside zone 2 goes Phillips. Nice use of the handbrake there. See the way he tried to get that car set up nicely for outside zone 3. Waited and waited and waited. Got it into outside zone 3. Back on the throttle he goes. Good transition to 4. Maybe a little early, but makes it work for Ian Phillips. And Phillips really exploring the setup on this 350Z over the course of the last week. Trying to dial more grip in, trying to get this car to work the best it can. Very nice line into outside zone 6. Full throttle commitment from Phillips. Oh, a little stall up there, but still makes it work as Ian Biz Phillips across the line. As we go back to the start line to Ian Biz Phillips, the business, all the way from the UK. Comes off the line, Magnussen supercharged, Chevrolet V8 powered Nissan 350Z. Nice initiation. Should have let that car scrubbed to angle there a little bit more, and he didn't. Held off, but now makes it work. What am I to comment on this man's driving? Well, there we go. Falls out of outside zone 3. Now he's going to struggle to make it work. As Ian Phillips gets himself into outside zone 4. Looks out the window. You can see him struggling to keep that car into that zone. Looks for a transition back on 5 and stalls up a little bit. Can't seem to get the rear wheels of that 350Z into that zone, gets it outside zone 6, go for the transition, dials on the angle all the way to the edge of the circuit and across the line.
Hey guys, so I'm back in after my second qualifying lap. LSZ is cooling off. Unfortunately the second one didn't quite go as well as the first one. Yeah, first lap went quite well, 77 points, and we were 8th at the time, so that was awesome. Happy as with that. Good job we had that score on the board, because we tried going a little bit faster in on the second lap. Sorry, I'm shouting over one of the other V8 cars here, which is mentally loud, but it turns out that the front disc probably got some rubber in it or something like that, and it was left foot braking for me the entire circuit, which is where we got, you know, we were pulling in there. I just thought I was kind of offline and was trying my hardest to work it back out, but yeah, we'll get that worked out once the car's had a bit of time to cool off. We'll watch the rest of the quali, and fingers crossed we'll be in the battles for tomorrow. Okay, so briefing is done. I am now back in the suit, but look where I am. So there's a huge queue of drivers up before me. This is the gentleman that I'm going to be up against in his fantastic S13. So yeah, we're going to be doing that one a bit later on. We aren't going to be the last battle, but might as well be. So we have also maybe found a little bit more pressure that we could drop out of the tyres due to a instrumentation issue for all you engineers out there. But yeah, so we'll see how well that goes and report back after the top 32 battle.
Ali Al-Balushi on the line next to take on the British driver Ian Biz Phillips. Lalu, as they like to call him around these parts, the Omani driver, the local hero, the man that always gets the crowd screaming his name, and sits in the lead position against Ian Biz Phillips. Lalu off the line through in that white 180SX V8 hanging out the bonnet. Nice initiation from Lalu as he now dials on the angle, looks for outside zone 2, just about gets there, gets himself into outside zone 3. As Ian Biz Phillips now starts to dial on the angle, starts to apply the pressure, looks for the transition, gets it done a little shallow there on that transition for Biz Phillips. Nevertheless, manages to make his way through the smoke, gets into outside zone 4, does Lalu, looks for the transition as Biz Phillips once again on the back bumper, runs the back bumper along the wall and scares himself a little bit there, has to back out of it. Now allows Lalu to begin to drive away as Phillips finishes up the run. And Ian Phillips now to lead out Balushi. Green light for go. And Ian Biz Phillips up through the chicane and away. Wants to try and put some separation. Not wide enough on that initiation though. Finds himself mid-track. Does get out to outside zone 2 though, as Ian Biz Phillips, their big handbrake drag from outside zone 3. Manages to get there. Does fulfill the zone, but that allows Balushi to get up close and starts to play with a little bit of danger now as Ian Phillips once again a strange line into outside zone 4. Makes it work. Does get there, but Balushi now turning the screw, trying to keep himself out of danger as Ian Phillips goes for the transition, looks for outside zone 6. Balushi with him. Balushi playing with Ian Biz Phillips behind now. Needs to make the dive. Needs to get the job done. Phillips in outside zone 7 across the line and Balushi on the bumper.
Hey guys, I'm in from my top 32 battle. As you can see, I'm in my t-shirt already. Unfortunately, it didn't quite go to plan, so I've had to come out of the gazebo. Bagsy's just come in after his. It's been a crazy night. So yeah, went up against Al Belushi. Yeah, we managed to find a little bit more grip in the car, so happy with that. He didn't walk away from us like we were expecting him to, so that was sweet. I got a little bit lost in his smoke, and then I dropped some wheels at 5, and I think that was what kind of was all she wrote really. So yeah, bit of a shame, early shower, no parade this time. But yeah, time to get prepared, regroup, stuff like that, ready for the February rounds 3 and 4. So get changed, watch Banksy and Clint finish off the rest of the night, and yeah, hopefully see you guys in a couple of weeks back in Oman. Morning guys, so it is the morning after round 2 of the OIDC in Oman, and I am in what appears to be an office, but actually this is our container. So the Z is very wide. At the back there we've got tyres and all the tools and bits and pieces. Got a little bit more space on this side, but as you can see the car is actually jacked up in the air. The steering rack is off, so Nasser and Hazar are very kindly going to take that back to Dubai for us and get that resealed because that's heavily leaking. I'm going to see if I can bring out a spare one as well, just to be safe, because there's loads of 350 parts out here, but typically no right hand drive steering racks. But as we were taking that off, have a look under here. Started to find some cracks. So we have noticed that in the past there's been a bit of fatigue, so we quickly tacked that up in the past. But I think with the amount of left foot braking and stuff like that we're doing here, go on this side, excuse me like that. This whole piece here, this is actually fractured through altogether. I think I can remember actually hearing that crack at one point. So on this piece, luckily the cracks aren't too bad here. So what I'm going to do is I've taken some measurements already, and then I'm going to make up some plates and stuff at home, and then maybe we'll head to Swap Oman or to VF Racing at the side of the pits, see if we can borrow their MIG welder and get that repaired. So unfortunately it's not going to be a case of just wheeling the car out and driving around to the pits when we first arrive back here in February, but yeah, one of those things. You know, I think we're trying to push the car harder to keep up with these awesome fast guys, and yeah, it's just one of those things that happens along the way. So live and learn. We'll be back even stronger in February, and if I find anything else I'll report back, but if not, thanks for the support everyone, and see you then.